Donald Trump's press secretary is leaving the White House, but it is what a Fox News host said while discussing her replacement that has triggered a brutal backlash. Karoline Leavitt is stepping down. Fox News panelists began debating who could replace her. Then commentator Charles Hurt made one claim about Trump and women that viewers simply were not buying. Hurt said Trump likes to empower strong women. Within hours, social media users were pulling apart that argument, pointing to women who have already left Trump's administration and questioning whether the description matched his record. But before we get to that backlash, there's a bigger change happening inside Trump's White House. Trump announced that Leavitt would leave her position at the end of the month, saying she wanted more time with her family. In his announcement, Trump called her one of my most trusted aides and said she would be departing so she can spend more time with her beautiful young children and family, a decision I totally understand and respect. Trump also described Leavitt as one of the best White House press secretaries in the history of the office and thanked her for a job well done. But Trump made it clear that Leavitt may be leaving the podium, not his political orbit. He said she will now be one of my top outside advisors and an influential voice within the Republican Party. So the obvious question became, who gets one of the most visible jobs in Washington next? That question reached Fox News' The Five, where the panel discussed possible replacements. Charles Hurt floated Fox News host Shannon Bream, and his reasoning immediately changed the conversation. Hurt said Shannon's going to be the next press secretary. Why? Because she's a strong woman. And what does Donald Trump like to do more than anything else? Empower strong women. He surrounds himself with strong women who are very, very good at their jobs. That was the line that set social media alight. Hurt then laughed and admitted, yes, I picked her because she's blonde. Shannon Bream jokingly asked, are you suggesting that Jessica is going to take the job? Tarlov fired back, I think my hair is far too dark for that job. The exchange may have been lighthearted inside the studio, but outside it, the reaction quickly became much sharper. According to the Irish Star, viewers on X challenged Hurt's description of Trump as someone who empowers strong women. One viewer wrote, yes, just ask Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem, and Tulsi Gabbard how empowered they were. Another comment claimed he's fired a majority of the women in his cabinet. These are social media reactions and should be treated as opinions and claims from individual users, not established findings. Still, they show why Hurt's comment became the story rather than simply another round of speculation over Leavitt's replacement. Some reactions became intensely personal and brought up Trump's past controversies. Other users attacked the idea that Trump's political circle represented female empowerment at all. One wrote, haven't most of those empowered strong women already been replaced by old white guys? The backlash was not simply about one Fox News sentence anymore. It had opened a much broader argument over Trump's relationship with prominent women in his political operation, who gets elevated, who leaves, and how his supporters describe his leadership. And all of this started with what should have been a straightforward conversation about replacing Karoline Leavitt. For Karoline Leavitt herself, however, Trump's announcement was overwhelmingly complimentary. Trump wrote, Karoline has been a real leader in the White House and has done a phenomenal job fighting for justice, liberty, and freedom since 2018, including our historic re-election campaign of 2024. Her departure, therefore, does not appear, at least from Trump's public statement, to represent a political breakup. Instead, Trump is positioning her as someone who could continue advising him from outside the White House. But her departure creates an important vacancy, and speculation has already begun. Besides Shannon Bream, the Irish Star reported that Trump aide Natalie Harp was also believed to be among the names potentially in the running. There has been no confirmation in the material reported here that either woman will ultimately get the job. So, Karoline Leavitt's exit has unexpectedly become about much more than who stands behind the White House podium next. A Fox News discussion about her successor turned into a debate over Trump's treatment of women, his political record, and even the image his allies present of him. Charles Hurt said Trump surrounds himself with strong women who are very, very good at their jobs. Some Fox News viewers responded with disbelief, and that clash between Trump's supporters and his critics may continue long after a new press secretary is chosen. Because Leavitt's replacement will eventually be announced, but the argument triggered by the search for her successor has already moved far beyond the briefing room.